Hi everyone, 10:45. We're starting on time. All right, if we can all take a seat, that would be amazing. Hi everyone, my name is Hsiang Mo. I'm the chair for SVA BFA Animation Department. Hi! Yay! I want to say hello to all of you for taking the time to join us today, and also some of our folks who join us online. Thank you for being here. But we're actually going to kick off by showing you 2 animated shorts done by our students to get to see a vibe. Also, watching these films, if you're here for 3D animation and visual effects, meaning not 2D animation, please go to the other theater across the hall. Are we ready? Yeah. All right, let's do it.
How the hell?
Just get up the stairs. Okay, Joe, this has got to change.
Oh, gosh darn.
Yeesh, that's rough, buddy.
Huh?
If you need some energy, try some gel. It's delicious. Oh? Jerry runs that. Ooh, too slow. Running joke. Say, I see a lot of potential in you, kid. Wanna race me to that finish line? Who says what?
Huh?
Suck it, loser! I win! I'm number
I failed. Wait a minute. The stairs. Suck it, Jerry.
I may be so low, but I am sure.
30 years of training for this. I was number 1, and now I'm number done. stupid. Ghosts don't even have legs. I just face through the floor.
Did you like it? Yes. We actually have our student filmmakers. You're about to meet them at the student panel, so you will get to hear a little bit. Are you excited? I'm looking at the students. They're getting excited to share. Okay, good. Well, welcome to the BFA Animation Deceptive Students Day. My name is Hsiang. I already introduced myself, but just really quickly about me. I actually come from more of a film background and navigating my career into animation, in addition to running this department over 400 students at SVA. I also on the board for two different foundations. One is called WIA, formerly known as Women in Animation for Gender Justice. We have about close to 20,000 members worldwide. It's a global organization, and I'm the chair for education, overseeing talent development, student clubs, student collectives. I'm also on the board for Titmouse Foundation, really helping underrepresented artists getting funds and opportunity to get their films made. So I try my best to help everyone within SVA, even across majors as well as beyond SVA. But I can do all the work on my own, so this is our entire team. And my thing is, the longer you work in animation, the more you turn into a character. And you will see us in the 2D form. So yeah, you will actually get to meet some of them today during the tour. Feel free to ask any questions. We're really nice. And we also have our academic advisor. So after the tour, when you head back to the pier, or actually head to the pier, you will meet two advisors, Jen and Delilah. They will be able to help you any questions about classes, registration, especially if any of you are transfer student, you have questions about transfer credits and stuff like that. Okay? All right, actually, I'm gonna do a really quick poll. How many of you are from the tri-state area traveling to accept students? Okay. How many are from other states in America? How many are from different countries? Can you tell me where you're from? Taiwan, okay. Anyone else? Okay, you're shy, that's okay. No, but thank you for being here. But SEPTA students, can you raise your hand? Really? Well, I want to congratulate you. Hold your hand first for a second, just exercise a little bit. I want you to know that this department, we have the lowest acceptance rate. So it's a huge accomplishment to be where you are. But I also want you to turn around. Thank your family and friends who brought you here. A hug. Yes, hugs are really important. Without them, you wouldn't be here to get to know us. So, and thank you, parents, friends, and supporters for being here. This community hour is really, really special. But again, I'm gonna go through some of the really important information that you will want to know. So the first one is our curriculum. It is a 4-year curriculum that I'm gonna quickly go over. So freshman year, it's really about the foundation skills. The purpose for the foundation year is to learn all the important skills in software to navigate how to enter the field of animation. So it's for me, the freshman year is really, really hard in the sense that you're trying to shift from being in different schools in different cities and now being here, finding your people that love and share the passion for animation. And also, we also learn really foundation skills in story. How many of you love anime? How many of you actually watch live action? Oh, good. Go to the movie theater. It's good. So you actually get to learn story really from film language and theory before you start actually thinking about storyboarding of the story that you wanted to tell. So that's the foundation year. Second year, the purpose is actually combine all the skills you have learned in your freshman year into your second year film making process. You'll be given a whole year to work on your sophomore film, and we have guidelines and deck to help you document your creative process. In addition to that, you also have you will be taking perspective drawing, gesture drawing, and sonic storytelling to help. Drawing is actually incredibly important in making animation. And everyone's nodding their heads, I'm sure. So it's actually required from freshman through junior. And junior year is where we shift the focus. As we know, we don't have the luxurious time to work on the film always. So the junior is really about career. In the fall semester, our students are working on their solo film. You're given 15 weeks with the parameters to finish your solo film. In the spring semester, the entire class, 15 to 20 students, they work on one film together. First day classes, they will go, everyone pitches, whoever gets the most vote becomes the idea they execute together. There's a director, producer, now that they have seen how everyone works together in the previous semester, put a team together. As we know, the entire world, you can work on your own. And it's difficult and challenging and most rewarding time. I'm sure some of my junior students working on films now, they will agree with me that you will actually learn so much. It's also really, really heavy curriculum. In addition to that, you also take life drawing as well as career strategies and visual development classes. These are required classes. In addition to all of that, before I get to the senior years, we also will be taking art history and humanities and sciences classes. And for us, these are not side classes you're taking. These are complementary for topics and or skills that you're interested in learning. So for example, our thesis film last year was one of the films about this classic painting, because she took a class in an art history class, inspires her to actually write the story. So it's not on the side. I want students to, not think about like, I'm here to learn animation, everything's like, oh, no, I don't like it. It's actually a really cohesive curriculum that you can make that experience on your own. Senior is where we focus on your last year of journey with SVA, focus on your thesis film as well as portfolio and beyond. We also have career class in the junior year, so in preparation for their senior year, you know how to put together your reels and portfolios. So this is the quickest version of our curriculum, and I will end this on the note where curriculum is heavy. I usually warn our students in the best way possible is that it is not a like workload. At the same time, we do not have overnight lab. We want the students to go home, take care of yourself, get proper sleep. We do not have 24 hours lab and allow students to work overnight. It's not a culture that we want to promote. Self-care is really important, but also that brings up this important topic of time management. The workload is heavy, but also how do you find your support system? So this is actually how we have this term called AniFam. It's animation family. So this is currently, we have over 400 students from 5 different continents, 24 different countries, and our acceptance rate is the lowest among SVA, and we have a lot of merit-based scholarships. For incoming students, we also have scholarship that we give out on the department basis, based on GPA, as well as thesis finishing grant that we actually help and support students finishing their thesis film. Actually, no, I stole your slide, kind of. Actually, before I hand it to my colleague, I actually want to end it on several notes. The first one is our curriculum. It's not just animation, like I said, we are teaching people transferable skills. With the state of the world, state of the industry, everyone's shifting with the involvement of the technology. We're teaching foundation skills that they're transferable. Animation, of course, you see cartoons, they're jobs or in the feature film or TV animation. There's also independent filmmaking, streaming platforms. There's a lot of places. In addition to that, there's also beyond these animation realm, meaning that there's also experiential advertising. There's also medical. One of our student ambassador, I'm doing a shout out to Maddie, actually did an internship. He didn't know that I was going to do it. That he did an internship at a cancer research center and creating assets for their social media. So these are all animation related jobs and opportunities beyond the traditional animation industry. Like I said, the curriculum is hard, but you make up your own experience. And this is oftentimes I tell the students, like, you have to tell us what your needs and wants and challenges, or what you enjoy the most. You have to put in the work. It's usually each semester is about 5 classes or so. Each class is 3 credits, and you will be in school for a good amount of time. And go to class. It's so important, and meet friends within your class, meet friends outside your major. You make up the experience that you want. The more you put in, it will show on screen. And also build your community. Just also want to take a moment and thank our student ambassadors. They're all our animation students have gone through the program, are currently in the program, and they have all the knowledge that can share what it's like being a student at SVA. Last thing I'm just gonna end with, so because I wear a hat more than the SVA, right? I do talk to a lot of parents and supporters and getting their kids into college. And here's some of the suggestions I have for people when you're choosing your college choices. First one is, the most important thing is, choose the city with the lifestyle that meets your needs and what you like. If you don't like Subway, New York, it's all about Subway and people. But this is also the beauty of New York, is you meet people on the street. This is one thing I tell my students all the time is, when you're on a subway, take your headphones out, watch people, observational drawing, and you come up with the characters of strangers. LA people are doing this. I know, we're in sync, right? So choose the lifestyle. If you like to drive, go to another state. This is not the place to drive. There's no parking spaces. So really, really choose the city with the lifestyle because you want to be happy in the place. Then everything else will make sense. So that's number one. Number two, look at the curriculum, look at the course description, look at how the curriculum flows. I just gave you a really quick version of our curriculum. It's heavy, but it flows. There's a reason why each year there's a reason why you're making a film and how we actually also build in events to showcase these films. We don't just like make films and goodbye. We actually build in yearly events, which you will be invited to our upcoming one. Number three, look at the faculty. These are the people you will be learning directly from. The beauty of SVA, which you're gonna meet one of them, actually some of my staff is teaching actually, they're working professionals. They're actually working in the industry, bringing the industry standards and practices into the classroom, meaning we're strict, right? Whatever you do, we treat you as a professional. As soon as you come in as a student, we treat you as an emerging talent professional. Be on time, communicate. It's part of the package, okay? Number four, alumni. We have a huge alumni network. We actually started off this year with Rebecca Sugar, Ian Jones, Cordy coming back, talking about their experience as a student, bringing their independent project back to SVA. This is the alumni network we have. And yesterday, 12 hours ago, literally, we had a screening showing GOAT, which is a 3D feature animation co-directed by our 2D alum. Transition their career from 2D to 3D, from TV to feature as well. So these are the people that we can build a department without all the support, especially alumni, bringing it back to the community. And I actually like the term saying that they're paying it forward because you are the future of the education and animation. So I just want to close with that welcome to our ANAFAM community. I will be at the pier after presentation, so after tours, feel free to find me at the pier if you have any questions for me. I'm going to hand it off to Sam now. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sam, and I am the Special Programs and Projects Manager in BFA Animation. I am also an alumni of the program, so this department means a lot to me, to say the least. And I know that Hsiang said a lot of, they're pretty heavy things, very important things, but I'm here to kind of lighten the vibe. So I'm going to go through really quickly through what Hsiang meant by the community and industry at large, how SVA BFA animation specifically kind of has roots in everything, and how extensive our network is that you would be coming into as a part of our ANAFAM. So our community it's very important for our alumni to pay it forward. We have a lot of current faculty who are also SVA alumni from multiple departments, not just ours. Since animation is such a collaborative effort, we welcome people from all corners of the community and industry to come teach our students. And here are some of the companies and groups that our alumni and faculty currently work at. They're all working faculty as well. And I'm gonna go through these really quickly. I'm sure you guys kind of recognize some of them, so shout out if you're a fan. We're very proud of the alumni within the industry that we have in TV, feature film. Oh, I hear whispers. Ooh, ah. And everywhere in between. Again, the global animation industry is very extensive and extends much farther than just TV and feature, especially now. And I'm going to take this time to remind everyone about the AniJam. This is the one from last year that we did. So this is our little activity to kind of welcome you all into our community as well, to do an animation together. We will be collecting these animation papers that you have at our merch table in the front once you guys get dismissed for tours. So hold on to them, but ideally this is what it will look like when we're done shooting it all together, which we'll do at the department today as well. So you'll get to see a little bit more of that process and what goes into it. All right. Oh yes, and on the back there is a QR code. If we do not get to any questions during the panel, you can submit your questions using that QR code. We will do our best to go through all of them and respond to you. We're planning an Instagram Live sometime in the future, so hopefully you will be able to get your questions answered, even if we don't get to them today. But please feel free to also raise your hand during the Q&A to get your question answered live by our panel later. Now, since I'm an animator, I am nervous and I have a script for the next couple slides. But I do want to also go through a couple of the core principles of our department outside of classes, but it still is involved in the, again, like Hsiang said, the lifestyle and the community and curriculum of our department. So, growing your circles, a large part of mine and our team's job is to give you guys every opportunity to expand your community, make connections, practice the professional skills you'll need, not only in the industry, but in life. Tabling at large conferences, festival participation, and portfolio reviews are only some of the ways you can build your support system and build your community here. And the first steps into your career and possibly into the industry will be through your peers, so maybe some people here, and not only within your department. And here is a short glimpse into one of the more fun ways we build bridges between departments.
My name's Courtney, and I am a staff member in the BFA Animation Department, as well as the Game Master for 5D RPG, the collaborative tabletop role-playing game program run between BFA Animation and BFA 3D Animation and VFX. It allows students to come and play different games like Daggerheart and Dungeons & Dragons.
My name is Ryan Mierzejewski. I am a junior in SVA's BFA 3D Animation and VFX department, and I played Campaign 3, The Red Castle, this semester. It takes place in this rose-themed kingdom with different color factions, and we are part of the resistance against the evil queen who basically every year runs the Hunger Games, but with lovers. The character I played was Ivory Bloom. She was a tabaxi dancing bard.
That's what concerns me. What if we go up there and it's nothing but thingamabobs and doohickeys?
I think playing TTRPGs is really great if you want to improve your sense of character and also your ability to commit to the bit. I feel like this club has made me get more comfortable with that and makes it a little easier when we're all here being silly at the same time.
Hi, my name's Marcel Nash. I am a junior, BFA 2D Animation, and I was in Campaign 2 Solo Night. I did Daggerheart, and it was my first time ever playing it, and I honestly had so much fun. So it was a very magical girl-inspired campaign where we were all former, super magical guardians based on, myths and legends, and we were, retired, because we aged out of it. The next generation was coming, but then suddenly our guardian mascot, Polaris, the North Star, just vanished one day, and we all had to come back together. My character was named Aurelie. She was a lore-born wizard. It's just a very fun and welcoming and collaborative environment. We're all storytellers here at the school, so it's just so fun to get to see how other people want to tell stories and how you can mix your vision with theirs.
And if you haven't put it together already, we call it 5D because 2 + 3 = 5. Wow. That short will also be up on our social media soon, so if you wanted to revisit it for any reason and follow the students that were in it, it'll be up soon. Shout out 3D. All right, so elevating your platform. Another way our team works hard to get our students opportunities at success is our many, many annual public events. These are just a glimpse at some of the major department events we hold every year to showcase student work. They are not only occasions to invite alumni and the industry to see our emerging talent, but also a way to celebrate the really, really hard work that goes into all of the films and projects. And if you've ever attended an Undies screening, either in person or online, you will also know that we get to have a lot of fun doing it. Has anyone seen our Undies screenings or any of our screenings online or in person? We see some? Wait, you're cheating. That's our student. You're cheating. No, we don't boo ourselves. But thank you for attending. Anyway, because we put a lot of work into them. On that note, everyone here, parents, guardians, support systems included, you are invited because they are all open to the public. We also stream them online, so we love bragging about our amazing students, if it's not obvious. And lastly, developing your voice. Our commitment to helping develop each unique and creative voice is a large part of the work we do in our team. You may come in knowing you love TV shows or movies, Steven Universe, Owl House, Freerin, Don, like, I'm a fan, I'll admit it, you know? But you're here in university to challenge yourself. And although we also love those things, our energy also goes into making sure you explore outside your creative safe zones. So you could try voice acting. I never knew that I would love being in the sound studio as much until my friends asked me to voice act for them. And a lot of our current students also go through the same thing. You could try a stop motion class. We have Blender classes if you want to dabble in 3D. But we are all about expanding kind of what it means for you to do animation and your art. We're here for your weird era. That was not part of the script. I'm proud of myself for that. And before I introduce our panel to you, because I know those are the people you came to meet, and before you go see our facilities in person, I have a very special and inspirational message from a very important alum to share with you guys.
Thank you. This never happens to me. So this is a song called Love the Way It Feels. Thank you for your gracious invitation. It's a joy to meet your class. Humbly I accept this chance to speak about the nature of our craft. If I had a dream for you as I send you on your way, it would be love the way it feels. Love the way it feels. Love the way it feels. Even when it isn't easy, on the shifting sands of industry, the surface whips and scatters. Deepest is the well in you and me, collecting all that matters. Find the people thrilling you and the thing you want to say. I hope you love the way it feels. Love the way it feels. Love the way it feels. Even when it isn't easy, I feel foolish handing out advice. I struggle with this daily, searching for the will and inspiration. Often only one appears years. When the competition's fierce and the fire is burning low, it's up to us to tend it and remember, if we can, to love the way it feels. Love the way it feels. Love the way it feels. Even when it isn't easy, love the way it feels. Love the way it feels. Love the way it feels. Even when it isn't easy. As you gain your mastery, never lose your sense of play. I hope you love the way it feels, even when it isn't easy. Thank you.
I always get a little choked up when I see that video. The full version can be seen on our YouTube, so check it out for the entire performance. It was a really, really special time, and I hope it gives you guys a little bit more of an idea of the vibe of our department. But now I would like to invite our panel up to the stage. Maybe you will see some familiar faces. So we'll follow it with a Q&A. Yes, the panel.
Hello. Ooh. Hello, everybody. Hi. We're doing it. We're here. We're doing the panel with the stars over here. Oh, my God. I'll be your moderator for today. My name is Steven. I am an alumnus of the School of Visual Arts. I graduated a few years ago with a focus on visual development and pre-production. That was kind of my goal. I worked here in New York in advertising for a few years, doing a lot of ads for Google, and did the designs for the Macy's Christmas windows. But for the past 6 years, I've been in up the street at Titmouse, working full-time on animations. I worked on Gentry Chow vs. the Underworld, and I am currently working on KIF for Disney+. So yeah, going good. New York animation, we're crushing it. But most importantly, on Mondays, I'm back. I am one of those professionals who are teaching here. So on Mondays, I teach Dylan. Dylan is crushing it. In the background portfolio class. So I am doing that for seniors and juniors, and I've been loving it. I'm really glad to be back. Let's get into it. So these are our student panelists. Hey, everybody. I think what we should do is maybe just go down and introduce yourself and why you chose SVA.
All right, yeah. Hello, my name is Grace Ha. I'm the fourth year representative. Some of the reasons I chose SVA, I'm from the East Coast, so staying on the East Coast was really nice. So location, scholarships. I was really fortunate to be one of the recipients of one of the merit scholarships, so that helped a lot. And then also the curriculum, being able to animate in your first year is sometimes not the case in a lot of art schools. And so that was one of the reasons I sought out SVA. Yeah.
Hello, I'm Dylan. I'm the third year representative, winner of Best in Show at the Undies. And
oh, wow.
Also, yeah. And also producer on the collaborative film. Why I chose SVA was probably because of all of the great alumni here. And then also, yeah, it's in the heart of Manhattan. I love New York City, and it's a really good opportunity to meet a lot of cool people.
Yeah.
Hi guys, my name is Tin. I'm the second year representative. One of the reasons I chose SVA, along with, like as Dylan said, like the location and the curriculum, as Grace said, is also just the facilities that the school has. You know, besides like a lab, there's also something, as you saw, like there's the recording studio, there's also stop motion. And I think having that diversity in animation is really good for when you're wanting to come to school and broaden your experiences. Yeah.
Yeah, nice, good. I mean, I chose SVA. This is pretty basic, but I chose SVA because I was like, oh, she went to that school. I want to draw like her. So, like, you know, that's all still valid. Okay, you could just do that. Okay, so Tin, I'm going to start with you. Oh yeah, all on you. Ready? So you're a sophomore representative, and I think it would be good to have like a good perspective on your first impressions of coming to art school, coming to New York City, and kind of managing the course workload, and kind of how that all went in your freshman year.
Ooh. Okay, managing the course load is definitely an experience. It's definitely different per student because, you know, when you're coming from high school, everything is all structured out for, you know, go to school from 8 till 3. But here, you know, it depends on what you like. So I'm personally, I hate mornings. I hate waking up early. So being able to structure my schedule, because when you come into school for the first time, you choose a block, you can see the different time slots for all your classes. And regardless of all the time slots, you'll get like an amazing professor, you'll get all of the curriculum that you're meant to learn. It's just depending on you. And I think as well for the first year, because you have that block, you're with the same people for your whole year. So that actually helped a lot with, you know, networking and making friends, basically. And it
Developing those relationships.
Exactly. And also, you know, easing yourself into this college lifestyle of, you know, having a work-life balance, which I think is extremely important. And I didn't realize that until maybe towards the end of my last semester, because, you know, you're not just coming to school for work. You're also here to grow as an adult, basically. You're no longer this kid. You're stepping into adulthood and, you know, honing in your craft at the same time around all these like-minded people, which I think is a really beautiful experience because you're all supporting each other. Yeah.
No, that is perfect. And then, I mean, you're stepping into New York City because you need to develop yourself as an artist by becoming a cooler person, obviously. So being here in New York really kind of adds to that. Thanks, Tin. So Dylan, how's it going, Dylan? Dylan, you're in your third year.
Great. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen you.
Oh, it's been a bit. I'll see you Monday. Yeah, it'll be good. No, but Dylan, so you're in your third year. You're in my background class. And you're currently working on your third year collaborative film. And the collaborative film, by the way, when I came back to SVA, I was like, oh, after being in professional pipelines and seeing how it works, the third year film, where it's like all the students are like producers and directors, I was like, oh, they're doing it. Like, this is real. Like, this is intense. But yeah, I kind of wanted to ask you, so on your third year film, like, how's that been collaborating with your SVA classmates and doing the pipeline, but like being in charge of it, and how is SVA kind of enabling that?
Yeah, so that was actually one of the big reasons why I chose SVA, was because I knew that there was a lot of collaboration between students. You don't have to wait until your third year to collaborate on films. Like, Tim, what you did first year, you did a collaborative film.
Yeah. Just right into it.
Yeah, and you know, the SVA courses allow for collaborative films like that and like what I'm doing. But you could also just ask around for help with your fellow students to help you with cleanup or color or voice acting. With the third year collaborative film, it's a very big learning experience. You're making a film on such a larger scale than you could just by yourself. So you're learning how people's strengths and weaknesses can make up for each other. You're learning a lot of intrapersonal skills as well. How to be a good friend, how to be there for people, how, like, understanding some people just have some rough weeks and you need to be able to give them the space to really you know, jump back for another week. It's a lot of important life skills that will then help you in productions in your career, collaborating with people in studios.
Fantastic. No, that is, yeah, really great. Thank you. Yeah, really like overwhelmed. But, and then Grace. So Grace, you're a senior.
Hello, yes.
Congratulations, you're graduating.
Thank you.
Yes,
I'm clear for graduation as of like a couple weeks ago.
You finished your film? You finished your thesis film?
It's like we have our grad cut deadline, which clears us for graduation, and then we have our screening cut deadline, which is like what will be shown at the thesis screening. If you come, you can see it. So that's, I think, in like 10 days, and I'm set to finish by then. So yeah, feeling
Perfect.
good.
Good luck with that. I heard it's gnarly, that it's amazing.
It's pretty gnarly.
So, yeah, very excited to see your film. So as a senior, you're now on the cusp of, you're going to transition to the professional life. So what is your expectations, or in your first 3 years, which classes kind of really prepared you to tackle your film? So I know that's like kind of one question, but part two is kind of like, what kind of steps are you taking to then go from, to prepare you for your film and then move to the next phase?
Yeah, I think definitely some of the classes, I was very fortunate to do a freshman year film with a collaborator, and I think that freshman year film is like your first time doing everything. It's your first time doing audio, first time doing animation, editing, and coloring, like learning the program itself. So I think with every film you learn so much about like how to do animation, but also how you work, what's best for you, and that all kind of like builds and builds until your thesis year, where you like get to decide what you want to focus on and kind of like show that as a culmination of your skills. And then I think for preparing me for the next steps, I think a lot of the self-discipline and reliance needed to like finish and execute short films is, it puts a lot on the filmmaker, and it's very intense, but then it does build discipline and builds, personal skills that, now moving forward, I'm like, okay, during the summer, I'm gonna do this, this, and this. I have plans to make personal projects, now I know what to do with my film since I've done other films before. I'm gonna submit it to these festivals. So even though the industry is very like uncertain right now, and there's a lot of like, the industry is changing so much and there's a lot of uncertainty, like I can be certain in like, at least I know what I'm gonna do in terms of like the summer and the next couple years, and what initiatives I can take. Yeah.
No, that's perfect. Sounds good. Yeah. Off of that, I mean, I kind of like, as like someone who is, balancing both professional life, working full time in animation, but then also teaching. It is a lot, and it is something that you have to embrace and stuff. But it is really important. I feel like me being in New York City was I was never going to not live in New York City in terms of wanting to be in this industry and do it. Access to advertising, access to studios like Titmouse, who are still making productions here in New York. I mean, I rode my bike here across the bridge, so I was going to be in New York City. So yeah, work-life balance with an artist. We've talked about this a good amount. Student life balance, but it's all possible, and you really need to build up that strength to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a learning experience. Like you build the skill of work-life balance. Like the school's not going to give it to you. It's something that you have to learn and develop within yourself as much as your creative skills. Yeah.
Exactly. Did we want to open up things to Q&A?
Yeah. So let's open it up to you all. Does anybody have any specific questions? We have mics on both sides of the audience here.
Don't be shy.
I won't. So this question's for Grace, because I see the D&D nerd in there.
Oh yeah.
Yes. I know we have the club fair at the pier, but once you're a freshman, is it easy to get involved with like different clubs and like figure out when everyone's meeting?
Yeah, I would say it's definitely, we have club fairs within the school as well, that they hold at the student center, and you can go and like give emails and join Discords, and it's very like, I guess like low pressure. Like you could put in your email and join the Discord, and if you don't really see any events you like, then you don't like, no one's gonna hunt you down and be like, you have to show up. It's kind of like based on interest, and then later in your in your other years, like you can also very easily make clubs of your own and also step up to be president or vice president of the clubs that you like. So yeah, I would say it's pretty easy. Yeah, there's not really any barrier. There's no entry fees or anything like that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep, come in. Hi there, can I just pass this down to you? If you would just pass it back. Thank you. Thank you, Big M.
I had a question for Dylan.
Hello,
How's it going?
It's going great. How are you?
I'm good. What's your thought process for, like, can you talk about your process for making music that, like, incorporates with your animation? Like, how do you put those two things together?
Yeah, definitely. So I was always kind of interested in making music ever since I was learning to draw. I haven't had any personal music training whatsoever. So I just went on YouTube, searched up like, oh, awesome, like how to make a cool kick drum beat, whatever.
Self-talking.
Yeah, yeah. The great thing is that SVA does have a great recording booth for if you want to record, like, yeah, if you want to record any vocals or anything. And then also, I learned a lot from the sophomore year sonic storytelling class. They teach you all about Adobe Audition or Adobe Premiere, all about filter and EQ, everything like that. And that really helped me with making the music for Tortoise and the Stairs.
That's really cool.
Anybody else? Any other questions?
So this one's for Tintin.
Hello.
Second year. And my question is, what career services, networking events, or internships are offered for freshmen/underclassmen?
Internships and whoa.
For freshmen.
For freshmen. Oh. To be honest, for freshmen, I didn't actually get that much involved in it because when you come as a freshman, you're kind of more focused on just, starting out. Stuff for internship, I feel like that's something I've only started to think about now because when you're the first year, you're kind of understanding the ropes of SVA, of college, and understanding how you work. And then once you have that mindset, okay, these are the things I want to do for my career while I'm a student, because first year, completely different from being in high school, and I think that's something. But for internships, I know for animation, there's like a lot of opportunities when you look for it. Our faculty, they're very open and easy to communicate when you're trying to look for opportunities, and there's never nothing to look for. There's always going to be something for you to look for in terms of internships or involvement and experience.
Yeah.
If you mind if I jump in,
Yes.
Yeah, SVA has a lot of SVA has a great online internship portal, a job board, as well. But then also there's a lot of events that SVA hosts in this SVA theater that are open to all SVA underclassmen, such as Pictoplasma. Pictoplasma was a great event that I went to twice. And they host portfolio reviews where you can then talk with people in the industry, and you can show them your portfolio and get really good feedback. Yeah.
Yeah, hope that worked out. Yeah. Anybody else? Any good questions?
Great.
Yeah.
Come in.
Hello, this is more of a general question. So how would you say that going to SVA might differ for a transfer student versus someone who's going in straight out of high school?
I don't think any of us are transfers, unfortunately, so I can only speak from secondhand experience. I think, I guess it depends on where you're transferring from, but if you're transferring from a community college and you have some academic credits that can be used, that's huge. For me, I was transferring my AP credits, and Hsiang mentioned the humanities and sciences credits, and those are required for you to graduate And so for me, having those academic credits that I could transfer, like now in my senior year, I'm part-time, so I only have 2 classes. I have more time to commit to my thesis film. And so if you're transferring credits, it's a great way to like save money and save time for when you need it. So definitely a good strat. I have friends who've transferred from other art colleges, and it's definitely like an adjustment because the curriculum differs so much per school, and the culture differs so much per school. But I can say we're all pretty friendly, and we accept transfers, and yeah.
Yeah, quick plug from admissions here. That over at the pier, in the info fair, there's actually a transfer table over next to our admission stuff. So if you are a transfer student, have specific questions about that stuff, stop on over there. You can see Miranda. Okay, I think we're getting close here. So maybe we have time for one more question, and then we'll start getting these groups out.
Hi, this is just a general question, but I wanted to know how you guys deal with burnout, because I know doing
Excellent
animation,
question. Really good question.
it can get a little tiring, so I wanted to know how you guys manage that, and if there's like elective classes that you guys feel like dabble in different art, and it's like a wind down from your regular animation courses.
I can start out. Definitely what you mentioned about the elective courses. We have a ton of, there's like screen printing, reso printing, jewelry making, like ceramics. There's a ton of like, as animation students, we're kind of holed up inside and like drawing on our Cintiq. And even in my free time, I'm drawing on my iPad. So it's like, it's a really good way to like work on some like physical work. So I know a lot of friends who take reso and jewelry, and that's a great outlet for them. I think also for burnout, really like knowing your work habits is really important. And so that's something, it's something you have to learn over the course of the 4 years. But for me, once I got to my thesis year, I was like, okay, I know that I hate doing like one step of the process for months. So like, you know, if this makes sense to people, doing rough animation for 3 months and then cleanup for 3 months is like, that would drive me insane. Like I did that for my sophomore year. Bad idea. I learned from that. So when I got to my thesis year, I'm like, okay, I'm going to be doing backgrounds, rough animation, cleanup. I'm going to be doing all of it at the same time to kind of like switch my workflow. You know, if I get sick of rough animating, I can start painting backgrounds. If I get sick of cleanup, I can do a little bit of like sound editing. So at least for me, that's a strategy to keep things like dynamic and like sustainable. Yeah.
Oh, yes, burnout. I think I wouldn't say for some of the elective classes I've taken, but right now in sophomore year, because we take a figure drawing class, and that's one of the classes for me that's a very wind down, like chill class that you can take, and besides classes as well, because you're here in New York, literally just walk outside,
touch grass,
grass, because you're take advantage of the location of our school, because really close by there's Madison Square Park, and you are able to intake, you know, fresh air and see all these different people, and it's a really good break from when you have burnout. Also, just talking to people. You know, being able to
hanging out,
go make friends, because when you're able to release that energy and talk to someone else, like even if someone is in the same boat, like, oh, we're all burnt out together rather than I'm burnt out by myself, is really great. Yeah.
Definitely, I'd say SVA, the animation newsletter, they post a lot of events that happen over and over again.
They're so happy you mentioned that.
Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah.
It's good.
So just go with your friends. Go to all these different events. Literally, that is the best remedy for burnout. You just get to hang out.
Yeah.
Can I plug something?
Yeah.
One thing also I want to mention is that we also have health and counseling services as well as disability resources in place. So for a lot of students that majority of my time actually is spent providing supports, getting to know students that need support navigating not just within classes, it's also within life. And we do have free counseling services that sometimes we just need to talk to someone, not friends. You just need to talk to someone that's beyond your circle, and we do have that in place, and also students that need accommodation. So we're actually not the experts in terms of figuring out what that accommodations might be. We also have a designated office. They also have tutors. I have students that really could not figure out how to do time management. Like all of you said earlier, that everyone is so different. So we also have tutors in place to kind of really tailor your needs. Again, our department, in terms of, we work really closely with the faculty, the advisor. I meet with them on the weekly basis to kind of figure out who's falling behind. And sometimes it's the challenges, I'm sure you'll agree, sometimes the challenge is actually beyond classroom, is actually life.
Okay.
So we're here not to solve all the problems, but at least we can help guide them through that process. So I hope that also tied into that question about burned out, is that we also have resources in place. So thank you, Tin, for sharing the mic with me. Okay.
Perfect.
Cool, yeah. Nisha will come up. All right.
All right, thank you so much. Hi, everyone, and I hope your day is going well and you're all excited. So we will be getting started with dismissals, and this concludes our the conclusion of our live stream today. So everyone joining virtually, thank you for attending.
Woo!
Thank you, guys.
Thanks so much.
So we will begin with the campus tour departures. Please remain seated. I will be releasing you all in a few groups, accompanied by our student tour guides, for a short walk a few blocks away.